Alright, so you have just written your latest fan fiction masterpiece. And you want to try to post it on fanfiction.net for the first time. It's not a very complicated process, although there are a lot of steps. So I'll go through them to show you how to do it. You go to fanfiction.net, make sure to log into your account. As you can see, I've logged into mine. And the first thing you want to do is upload a cover image for your story. If you don't, it will just use your user pick. You go to Image Manager. You might want to read the About section if you've never done this before to make sure that you upload an image that is permitted. My story is going to be about the movie Ever After, so I'll just call it Cinderella. Choose the file from my hard drive. Click on the checkbox and then click Upload. Now if you scroll down to here, you can see all the pictures that are available in your account to be used. And there's the one that we want. The next step is to take the document that you have. Perhaps it's in Microsoft Word. I personally use Google Docs. And you want to make sure that you can upload it in a format that fanfiction.net can read. I recommend Microsoft Word. Alright, I have now put it on my hard drive. So I just need to browse to it. First I go to Publish. And I go to Doc Manager. An important thing to know is that the Doc Manager is a private space. So imagine that you are this wonderful artist who is working in your parents' basement, and you create a great work of art. You are in the Doc Manager. The world cannot see it because the world cannot get into your parents' basement. So you can work in this space, make changes, edit it to your heart's content, and nobody will see any of the changes. You have not published it if you put it in the Doc Manager. You've just stored it in a private area. I'm going to call this story Happily, Chapter 1. I have a multi-chapter story. Make sure that it is format story. DocX looks like a Microsoft Word DocX format. It's not. It's a fanfiction.net proprietary format only used for exchanging documents between yourself and possible beta readers. Those are editors on fanfiction.net. So we want to make sure this is story, and we want to make sure that we do a file upload. Choose File. I go to where I put my story, select it, and click Submit Document. And then I want to check to make sure it's the way I expect it to be. It looks good, although there are scene breaks in this chapter, and fanfiction.net's editor, when you upload it, does not preserve those scene breaks. So I have to go back here and find them, and then make sure that I insert them with an explicit scene break horizontal line, so it's clear to my readers when I switch between scenes. So in my original document, I denoted the scene breaks with just very big spaces. I need to find them. This is an annoying step, but unfortunately it is necessary. Oh, actually, in this chapter there are no scene breaks. Never mind. So you make sure that the formatting is preserved, your italics, if you use any bold, the characters don't look garbled or scrambled, replaced with weird control symbols or something. Microsoft Word is known to do that on occasion. It all looks good. Alright, so here is an example of a scene break that I do want to put in, because this is the end of the chapter, and then I switch into just me, Rachel Smith Cobley, talking directly to users. So I'm going to insert a line, horizontal line, using this button. And now it's clear that the chapter is ended and we're in the author's notes section. I save those changes. Okay, so we go back to the document manager. We can see the document is here. It will remain in this private space, this parent basement area that nobody else can see, for 90 days. Then it will automatically be deleted by the system. So if you want to publish it to the world, you need to do it before the 90-day limit is reached. To publish it to the world, since this is a brand new story, go to New Story. You'll have to read the guidelines to make sure that you're abiding by the rules. And then at the bottom, say, yes, I agree. All right, the next step at this point is to go back to New Story again, and it will give you the form to do it. I have written a regular story since I'm only in one fandom and I'm not crossing over with any others. Selecting the category means choosing the fandom that your story is in. My story is based on a movie, and the movie is called Ever After, a Cinderella Story. Note, if you are the first person to create a story in your fandom, you might have to email the fanfiction.net site admins to create a new category for you. In my experience, they've been responsive and have created a new category within 2 days of me requesting it. The same is also true if you're writing for new characters that nobody has written before, because you have to request that the new characters be added. You can get all of this information, let me just show you, by going down to Help and clicking on Support at fanfiction.com. Remember to read the instructions for adding new fandoms, also known as categories, and new characters. So I'm going to go back and select my category. See if I can go faster by going to Ever After. Where are you? Here we go. Continue. The title of my story is Happily, and my summary is this. This is purely a personal preference, but many people do prefer to include tags with any triggers or warnings, so that people know before they step into the story what they might be getting into. My story has been written in English. It is rated M. If you don't know what the ratings mean, you can click on the word rating and it will give you the instructions. This is a story that is romance and, is it anything else? Perhaps I would call it friendship. It is in progress. When I post my final chapter, I will select complete. If you are posting a single chapter story, be sure to select complete now. If you're posting a multi-chapter, don't forget to select complete when you post your final chapter. Some users do prefer to filter only on stories that are complete. They don't want to read works in progress. And if you select complete, it means your story will show up in the search results. Next, we come down here and we select the document that we previously uploaded with that first chapter. In this case, Happily, Chapter 1. This is just to make sure that you are a human being and not a bot spamming their website. Publish new story. Note, if you need to make a change, as I do right now, you can go back to Manage Stories, and you find the story that you just published, Happily. Now there's something that I did not do last time on purpose to show you how it can be done now when you want to edit a story that already exists. I want to add a cover image, as I uploaded it before, so people know what my story is about. And here we go. That will be the cover. I save the changes. If you would like to see what the story looks like, you can click on this link, and it will show you how the story appears to the outside world. People update at different frequencies for multi-chapter stories. I intend to update and add 1 chapter per week. So the story will be complete in 1 month. I hope you found this helpful. Please feel free to leave comments, request any more information, and good luck. Have fun writing, publishing, interacting with your readers, and writing more.